Hi guys, it's me again, back with another video. It's 1 o'clock on December the 19th. Today's video really gonna be a just chat with the chat, not live of course. But it's more of a educational realization. Just me pouring out some thoughts and ideas out there into the world that what I've learned over the last 6 months. So for the last 6 months I've been working on this project on this channel. You could see it's been a long 6 months. You guys may notice that change a little bit. I haven't shaved in a while. We're home today. So we start. Who am I? I'm Brandon Norris. Besides oh yeah, I learned this last night. I'm a solo developer because I create um digital products, not just graphics, but applications. So is it yeah? So I'm a solo developer slash graphic artist slash service personnel. A good husband. I try to be. Soon to be father. And this channel is really the digital diary of me on and my aims towards $1 million and how we progressing so far. It's been a long 6 months. I've learned a lot. Yeah, a lot. From field attempts and working 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 methods, you could say. So you had to break a few eggs to make an omelet, and we know this. And this is the first time for the last 5 years I'm doing a project on my own, not piggybacking off of somebody else. Somebody whip up this nice little presentation and I say, yeah, let me invest. No, I'm doing my own thing. So what I've learned over the last 6 months, what I've learned, right? Expert advisors. So, well, I talked about this story a lot. Not much people on this channel watch my videos, but hey, when I make it, they'll be watching my these videos, right? Um, Again, I'll explain this. About 3 years ago, I bought an expert advisor, not knowing what it was, just seeing a nice little presentation, nice figures, and invested without knowing I invested in a grid martingale system. Clearly, it wasn't tested enough. Currently, I still follow the bot and the developers, and they have made a lot of changes. But credibility is something, once you lose once, you can't really gain back. So I decided to do it on my own. Besides that, there was a small local company, well, not company, group that claimed they developed and tested a same thing, expert advisor, and green lighted for copy trading. I placed about 800 to 1,000 US on it and it blew. That's when it started hitting me. Why would it blew? I drop out of an IT degree. It was work related situation. I did entry level coding and I started to break down like if you program a bot, it's supposed to work how you tested it. So if you tested it properly, why would it fail? Why would you greenlight something that failed in testing? It's a difference to test something wrong, it worked well, and greenlight it. It's okay. But to put it in live market conditions in a rush is wrong. Now, what I'm doing is practically the same thing, right? But I'm not publicizing it until I know I have my funds behind it. I tested every possible scenario, double checked, and for the last 6 months, I've learned a lot from back testing data, tech data, data management, asset allocation management, statistical analysis, um, testing methodology, a lot I've done. As a solo developer, you go through a lot. And it's not one I was trying to build over the last 6 months. I picked up and dropped about six. A grid, three breakouts, an intraday, and a reversal. And then about the 3 month mark, I scrapped everything and I just picked up the grid. And I applied the grid to different pairs and tested it. and found it to be profitable. Did a nice little report and stuff, but I wouldn't say but. I am completely satisfied and finished with my trading analysis on it because I have figured out mentally and psychologically the problem traders have. Not traders, but persons who want to trade. They have this gambling mindset that fast money is better than slow money, which is wrong. If you consistently hit 1% a day, over time, when your account grows, 1% could be that one deposit. It just takes time, consistency, and patience. So now testing with that philosophy, and I finished testing the Lion, I'm completely comfortable with the results I had. You guys know I blew the account last week because of a missetting. All my fault, to be honest. Um, I currently am replacing my money. It'll be slow because soon to be father. It's kind of hard in this economy. I have some money coming in here, but that is a story for another time. So what I've learned in the last 6 months, I'm playing a little cool guys. Flu season is this. I'm expert advisor. Um, so to break down one expert advisor, you need to know like what is trading, what is forex, what is all these stuff. There's the international market that pairs are paired to. So basically, two currencies are paired together, and that is what we call a pair. And they move according to one demand and supply of each. It moves almost all pairs move similar to each other. So AUD, JP, AUD, USD, USD, JPY. If AUD, USD goes down because of USD, USD, JPY will go up because of USD. That's just how it works. But that's a topic for another time. The expert advisors effectiveness is creating workers to work for you, basically replicating yourself to work on the market. Now, an expert advisor is just a strategy. Like all good things, there are faults. Now, your strategy, this is most traders' problem. They use one strategy, it fails twice or three times, they gives up. Sometimes that strategy is the winning strategy. It just wouldn't win 100% of the time. If it was winning 100% of the time, it would be easy. If it was easy, everybody would have done it. And as a trader, you need to have that discipline to keep using the strategy. Yeah, it might fail 10, 12 times, but then it could go on a winning run of 20 times at one straight in a row. That kind of way. So, with that being said, an expert advisor is a replication of yourself in the form of code. And this code can be trained by you. Think of it like a new worker in a car sales business. The worker comes in, does not know what to expect. You teach them in customer sales services. You teach them how to relate to customers, how to persuade customers, teach them about the vehicles, teach them what they're selling. Same way with an expert advisor. You teach it risk management, strategic placements, stop loss usage. You teach it breakup structure. You look for the confirmation on a higher time frame, and all this is in code. So the T. So there's no human interaction. If your strategy relies on strictly the charts, your code or your strategy can be coded and replicated, and then it could work without you being there, giving you free time. So think of expert advisors as another replication of you on the charts that can make you profit workers, and it could have don't have a number you could have infinite numbers, thus spreading your risk basically. So for the last 6 months I've been working on quite a few, and on the 3 month mark I picked up the Lion fully. Um, Now I'm looking to move ways to find more money making solutions. Um, Within the last 6 months, I also learned about brokers, prop firms, all these stuff that can help win, right? Help get that edge because you're always looking for VPSs to get the edge. Um, What I found was I can't use a grid system on a prop firm. Does not mean I can't use a breakout. Now we have breakouts on this channel. We've been monitoring Rennie for a while. I don't know if he's profitable, but hope he is. Always wish you best on everyone. What I did was create a small PDF. I couldn't share it, but nobody views the channel. But if anyone wants it, can have it. So this is the breakdown on the bots I have in mind. The line here, everybody knows that is a neutral martingale adaptive bot that uses that applies on a grid. The Tiger is somewhat of the same thing, just it's not adaptive, but rather systematic. It sets on each level and then it resets. Once a profit targeted, it resets the whole grid, closes all trades, and then open back fresh. The Panda, which is a session breakout, your sessions is a lot easier to test because the most you have to change is the risk settings. Really, if you want to use fixed lots or auto risk 1% of the account, that kind of way. And if you want to test for Asian breakouts, London breakouts, New York breakouts, that's the session breakout, the Panda. The Dragon is a daily breakout. You take last day candle, high is high, low is low. When it breaks, it's scalp. The Monkey EA, which is a moving average crossover with RSI filter. This is for trend. So basically, the moving average is trend confirmation, and the RSI filter is for when it's overbought over, so to close the trade and wait for it to come into normalcy. The intraday, the rabbit is an intraday breakout with trend filter, breakout on the previous candle range, but with the directionally higher time frame confirmation. So if it's a bullish confirmation, the last 4 hour high, when it tests it, opens that trade. If it continue to push, it'll trail the stop loss and it'll get knocked out when the trailer stop loss hits. All this is ideas, guys. The Rhino, which is a volume confirmed moving average breakout, basically when the moving average crosses to confirm a trend reversal or trend confirmation only during times of high volume. So basically when a lot of buyers or sellers are in the market and it is confirmed in that direction it is going. This would need to be applied to about 20 different charts because you mightn't get a well. When I did the physical testing of this with paper testing on TradingView, for a week you probably get like 1 or 2 signals alone. But on different pairs you get on different days. Total EA, ADR support and resistance scalper. Basically for the last 14 days you take the range of the candles, apply to the chart. Once if the pair was to test the ADR and push past it, basically at each level you'll add a trade for reversal to scalp. Probably at the 125%, 50, 75. When it pulls back, you do a basket TP. Then we have the giraffe, stochastic oscillator reversal, enters on stochastic cross from overbought and oversold zones, aiming to get short-term reversals. If anybody who trades use the stochastic indicator, is basically when volume is being overly applied in one direction. So there's always a pull. Might be now, might be next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but there will be a pull, and it's just to scalp that pull. And then the hyena is an EMA trailing trend follower. So confirmation on the higher time frames that it is a bullish trend. For every green candle, it'll open a trade, and it'll trade the stop loss. Same thing for sellers. If it's in a bearish, every red candle will open a trade the stop loss. So all this is ideas that you could possibly use to make your life easier. This is the benefits of an expert advisor. Once you have strategy, you can place your strategy to pen and paper. You could create a code to apply to charts, to replicate yourself, and basically earn without you doing anything. Win back your life, because You only have one life to live. Every minute that goes by is a minute you cannot get back. You can't get back that last 10 years you lived. You can only live 10 years forward, and life is not promised. It's not promised. If your health is not good, you mightn't live so long. My health is garbage, but we'll we're all fighting back for this freedom. There's not much of us fight back. 1%. So basically, how the population is driven is 50% of the persons already gave up mentally and just working in 9 to 5, party on a Saturday, repent on a Sunday, work the 9 to 5 back in. Resign a cycle, go to the gym because you think it's a healthy way to live, and you just live to fill somebody else's pocket. Then you have 25% of the people willing to try but not willing to learn. Then you have 20% of the people willing to try, willing to learn, have no resources, and not applying anything. So they're stuck in the trap. Then you have 4% like us. We don't have the paper, but we're trying. And then there's 1%. They're rich, and the rich will get richer. And the rich has the other 99% of us working. It might be directly, but everything is always connected. As I say, crime always pays, and most of the time it's a 1% on top of the crime. Hey, you guys can quote me on that, but that's just the way we live, right? So I want to break the shackles my way, and I'm not looking for no extravagant lifestyle. Yeah, if I make $1 million, $10 million, throw a big party, yeah, probably. But I want to travel the world. I want to explore. I want to go on a hike on Japan. I want to see Mount Everest, jump out a plane, not live on the edge, but experience the world. You know, I think birds have the best view of the world. They go up there and they're seeing everything. An eagle can see what 1,000 kilometers away. I don't know if that's factual or not. So yeah, this has been my 6 month online diary. So, you know, the journey to $1 million, and hey, if it was easy, everybody would do it, right? So we're learning, we're growing, we're breaking a few eggs. If we check the balance, let's see. If I was to check the balance, right? We select a font. Wait for like. You guys see that? Hold on, let me see. Nope, you guys don't see that. So let me try to fix the text. I can hear now. Nice, nice, nice. So see that font. Why is it? Why are we doing that? What are we doing now? Left default. Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on. Honestly, trying to understand just like. Aha, see what's going on now. Wow. So yeah, guys, you guys know I don't edit none of these videos because well, I'm a lazy guy. Just I can't make money off of it, so why would I waste energy on editing something? You know, damn it. Anyhow, I tried, guys. I really tried. Discard. Take off. I tried. So the breakdown is $25 a month for the PPS. We lost three prop firms and three prop firms. $260 or $80. So when you check that, that is 25 by 6 plus the prop firms are $60 each. So that's 180 plus 280, 610. Wow, it was 600. But no loss. The prop firm, you can't get away from the prop firm. Prop firm 25 by 6 is 150. Let me prop firm, the PPS. You can't get away from that. And it's actually more than this because I need to buy crypto and the exchange is actually by 8. And then if you divide that by 6.7, it would have been more, but so it is. It would have been $179. But anyway, can't cry over spilled milk. We only get better. Why am I also looking for other systems when I already have a working system? Is to make money off the prop firms. If I could have working breakout strategies that doesn't use grids, so like breakout strategies, like not just breakouts only, but like the panda, the dragon, the monkey, even the rabbit, or the turtle, or the giraffe, or the hyena. If I could positively make, let's say, 10% within 4 weeks, that is no, it wouldn't be 10%. Let's say the prop firm, you need capacity, you need to make 10 by 5. So let's say 25 to 30% within 2 months. That's 15 by 15. So 1 month to pass challenge, 1 month to make profit. Once I can withdraw 10% of a prop firm, that solidifies that it is possible for me to place the A on bigger prop firms. And remember, 10% of $1,000 account is again $100, but 10% of $100,000 account is $10,000. That will be even at. We get $100,000 account, we make 10%, we bank that, put it on a bot. It's basically financial freedom. So dreams, goals, aspirations, we have them all. We have them all. It won't be in vain. I promise you that. It won't be in vain. Remember that. We're here to make a difference. Remember that. Anyhow, other than that, lights, it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. I've been to the beach in like a year. um, uh, Not much to complain about, you know. Hey, we take things for granted every day that somebody wishes for. Walking. Plenty people can't walk and wish they could walk, and we take those things for granted. So, guys, remember to count your blessings. Eat, sleep, pray. You know, pray every day. And be grateful, be thankful for the small mercies. Because, again, what you currently have is somebody else's dream. So don't take it for granted. Don't ever take life for granted. And be respectful, be responsible. Don't don't be loud and cocky. Be genuine. Be kind. Be kind. You never know what somebody's going through. A good day or a good morning or what you're doing can really make somebody's day. I, the solo developer here at Mad EAs, wishes everybody Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. To more life, glory, prosperity, and money next year. By this time next year, we'll be millionaires. So, guys, that's it from me. Speaking into existence. Alright, guys, be positive, be kind. Out. Peace.